Hey guys, back to another YouTube video. Today it's going to be a collections video. Now, as y'all may remember in a previous video, I showed off all my pistols that I own. Well, now today I'm going to show off all my rifles and my shotguns. Now, be advised, some of these are not real. They're all either replicas. Well, actually, 3 of them are real. The rest of them are either replicas or BB guns that I was given over the years that I've still kept over these years. But the problem is, my collection's gotten so big. Let me kind of show y'all what I had to deal with to get all these out here. I had to use at least 1, 2, 3 bags, and still not enough to put them all in. That goes to show how much I still have. Put that back up right there. So I'm just going to pull out one bag one by one so I can get the bags done and again get the last ones done. So let's go get one. First is the first bag. First my Denix guns, of course. First, I guess, will be my lever action Denix gun. Got this from my friend Virgil a while back, and I still got it. It's meant to replicate a Winchester 30-30. One of my favorite guns. Still very well made. It looks almost just like the real deal. And it even functions like the real deal. So thank you very much, Virgil. This will always stay in my collection. Hopefully I can get the version of this where it's cut down to right here, like in the John Wayne movies. Next is my Denix coach gun that I got from my friend JJ Jinx. I still got it. Beautiful gun in general. Talk about the best zombie gun. It's meant to replicate a 12 gauge, so that's why I've also got some spent 12 gauge shells to put in this. Can't beat a classic. And of course, when you have the double barrel, you gotta have the sawed-off version. This is the Denix sawed-off version. Again, meant to replicate a 12 gauge, so that's why I've got some 12 gauge spent shells. And the best thing I love about these two guns is you can actually swap the barrels out if you want to. Like, you can take the full-size stock and put a short barrel on it, or put the long barrel on a short handle. So that's all the guns in this bag. Let's zip this up and move on to the next bag. Come on, there you go. Move on to the next one. My 2 pellet rifles. First is my German pellet rifle. My papa gave this to me a long time ago. Don't really know how old it is, but I looked it up what this goes for. This is about $600 new. And this thing kicks pretty good for a pellet rifle. I mean, it don't really kick for me, but to somebody who's never shot a gun before, this would kick. It basically kicks like a .22, and I've shot this in numerous videos. So thank you, Papa. This will always stay in my collection. And it's still one of my favorite guns. As you can see, I've kept it in mint condition. It still has the original bluing. And then, of course, to compare it to, I also have a U.S. Airhawk pellet rifle. This one I got from my brother a while back. And again, I've shot this numerous times in my videos. This one, even though it's an American made, I definitely prefer the German one because this one's 10 times more accurate than this one is. And that's without scopes. I mean, this one's got a built-in sight on the front of it. And it's got iron sights on it. This one, when you get it, firstly, it doesn't come with any iron sights or anything like that. So, you're kind of stuck with that. It's still accurate. You can really just point and shoot and you'll still hit your target. But for me, I prefer to have the sights on it. So this one, I prefer the German one over the American. And plus, this is a lot more expensive than this. I think this gun new is like $150. It is made by Ruger, which is one of my favorite companies. But still, I prefer the German one. Which, who can blame me? That gun was given to me for starters, and it's twice expensive. So let's move on to the next one. think this is the real guns. Yep, there they are. These are my 3 real guns. This one my dad gave me. This is a 22 made by... Yeah, this is a Marlin 22. Right before they sold their rights to Ruger. So this one's actually going to become quite collectible because Ruger now owns Marlin. And this one my father actually got for me, and I still got it, and I've shot it numerous times. Definitely great for squirrel hunting and stuff like that, or hunting small animals. So thank you very much, Dad. I still got it, and I always keep it clean and ready to fire. Next is my Pump Stevenson. I bought this a while back off of a retired jailer. And I've replaced the stock, replaced the magazine tube, put a magazine spring in it, put the shell ejector springs in it, and now it looks better than ever. And completely re-blued it, and now it looks a lot better and sounds a lot better. I love that sound. I mean, can you imagine somebody breaks into a house and all they hear is, yeah, they would pretty much run. It's a 16 gauge, which is an oddball caliber. Most guns doesn't even make this anymore. Now this gun is not valuable, but it is still collectible because a lot of gun collectors love these oddball looking firearms. And who doesn't love that choke tube on the end? So this was my very first shotgun. Sadly, I have yet to shoot it because we haven't found a place to go shooting yet. Hopefully I will, because that was the main reason of buying this gun, was to restore it and shoot it. But sadly, we haven't been able to find a place to shoot it yet. Hopefully we will. Next is my, what's this one again? This is my Crescent Arms single shot, 12 gauge. I bought this while I was down in the Queen, and I've already fixed it up, or somewhat. I made a foregrip for it and re-blued the barrel and fixed the end of it. Found a hammer for it. Sadly, though, I can't find a stock for it yet, so this is still the original stock that this came with. It's just busted up. But I was glad to find a hammer for it. And Crescent Arms was making guns back in the day, and they were basically the Sears guns of their time. But personally, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool because it's still very heavy. It's very well made, even though it was a cheap gun for its time period. So that's that one. Let's zip this up and put these back. Hope you're enjoying the video. Alright, now I've got the ones that aren't in bags. Here's my 2 Red Ryder BB guns. This one's from the 1970s. I bought this at a flea market a while back and completely restored it, put a brand new charging handle, and gave it a new coat of paint. And then this is a modern Red Ryder that I tricked out. I put a full-size stock, put a metal charging handle. Again, I've shot this in numerous videos. Next is my Remington Airmaster 77. Again, this is one of my favorite guns because I can shoot BBs and pellets out of it. This one, me and my father have actually nicknamed this the Rat Killer because there's a bunch of rats around our neighborhood, and every once in a while we see one, and this kills them right off the bat. All you would take is you just one shot, and pow, the rat's dead. Or it dies within a few minutes. But my point is, this gun's very well made. It's made by Remington. You can't beat that. And I stripped off the black coating and chromed it out just a little bit, just to kind of make it pop. And still one of my favorites. I think I got this one in a trade a while back. Oh, this one, if I remember right, I got this one from my friend Jonathan. He was doing some trades with me a while back, and he gave me this gun in exchange. Gave me this gun and a bunch of other knives with it. This is a Daisy Power Out the Line 880. I completely fixed it up, put a brand new stock on it, and refixed the barrel. And it's a pump action one. Still one of my favorites because it was one of the first ones I ever got. Next is this one. This is a Night Strike made by, who's this made by again? This is a Night Strike made by Ruger, made in the United States. Can't beat that. Fires a little round cylinder. Fires about, I think, 10 rounds right off the back. CO2 powered. Definitely one of my favorite guns. That looks really realistic. And last but not least, I saved the best for last. My Airsoft RPG. This one I remember very well. I got a mysterious package in the mail, and I opened it and it said this on it, and I was like, what the heck? And I made some phone calls and found out my friend JJ got this for me. It's definitely a lot smaller than your standard one, but it looks really good in my collection. I've shot it before just for the heck of it, and it still looks pretty good on my wall. If you've ever seen in my videos, this is on my wall. So thank you very much, JJ Jinx. Alright. That's all my guns that I've collected, all my rifles that I've collected over the years. I'll continue to collect more, of course. And I guess, as always, stay sharp.